Hi, welcome to Kids Montron again, and we are now examining and giving reviews on the Enterprise aircraft carrier, the SSN 774 submarine, and the DDG-51 destroyer. And 18 extra small airplanes, 3 large airplanes, 5 including vehicles, and some army figures, and 3 missiles, torpedoes, and I think a harpoon and another missile. So this set is actually pretty cool. First, examine the DDG. It's pretty cool and it has a lot of detail, like every single place of the real DDG will look like, and it has the really cool lifeboats and a propeller of a helicopter that can spin, and one of the front turrets that can spin 360 degrees. There are also some rocket launchers or a rocket launcher's turret to move around, and they can also spin 360. There's also ones on the sides, and it's just pretty cool. And it also has the radar, like the strong radar to sense far away. So yeah, but let me tell you, the DDG is not it's made of plastic, so it's not really durability. It's really good. So look at this part. It broke off. So then it's like, so the condition is easy to break. So you have to be really careful and not let the little hands get on it or make it fall and break. So that's it with the DDGs. Next, we have a SSN 774 submarine, and it's a submarine that I think was used in World War II, and then they can make sound effects. One with the rocket launcher and helicopter, then rocket launcher, and then explosion. The last one is a dive bombing raid siren. All I can say to this submarine is that it's pretty cool, and it also has some pretty good details, but not much as a DDG, and it runs on battery, and then this is where the speaker is. So the little hands can get on it, but it doesn't have too much things to play with. You only move the submarine and then play the effects. So on the SSN 774, this submarine, it's not really easy to break. So, but don't try to break it. So then we should, but it's not too fun to play with. Now we have the main set, the main part of it. The u.s.s. Enterprise aircraft carrier. It has a front turret, that 3 front turret that it can shoot, and I think a little turret. We have 2 mini turrets that I'm pretty sure can shoot mini cannons. We have back cargo storage. So if you move this a little bit, then move it up, you can store a lot of things in there. And then it spins 360. This can also spin 360, and this to spin 360. And we have the takeoff. So then we can take off there, the planes, or take off there. There's a mini turret here. And then there's the 65 for the Enterprise. We have a CVN 65, which is really for the Enterprise. And we have, I think, the radar or like a speaker. And then this is the outer house deck. Then this is the radio tower. But the bad thing about it is that you need to adjust it up, and you have to be really careful with it. It actually just broke the first time we got it. Had a little crack. So that's the thing. Plastic is not good as metal. And this is not really expensive either. And we also have something like a pad to get it out, and then we can put it down and then let them approach land. And that's it for the Enterprise. Next, we are moving into the smaller details. We have the missiles and torpedoes. We have the X-58E anti-radar missile. We have a torpedo. We have a I think it's AIM or ALM 9L missile. I think harpoon missile. I don't know that. And that's it for the missiles. It looks pretty cool, and it's pretty big for the anti-radar ones. And then we have these small figures. Next, we have these small figures. They are pretty cool, but don't let babies and little ones to get them. It's choking hazard. And we have a lifeboat here. We have somebody shooting a minigun, a rifle shooting, a rocket launcher, and I think like a director. We also have some here. It's somebody parachuting, I think. We have somebody trying to direct a gas mask soldier, a regular soldier, and a soldier with a gun without shooting. And that's it with the Special Forces minifigures. So next we move on to the add-on vehicles that's in the front box. We have an ambulance here, and then or a transporter if you want to call it, because you can make it anything. It has the orange flashing lights, and it can move pretty fast. And it's basically the same size as a regular little car toy, so you can include with the Hot Wheels and the other mini cars. And then we have the Special Forces military Jeep. It can drive and then really bring in the heat, but the size is not the same. A Jeep, somebody will be this big, and then if you walk in this big, it doesn't make sense that the ambulance is about the same size as the Jeep. So it doesn't make sense. And when we have the tank here, it still doesn't make sense. Why would a person be this big and then the tank will be that small? But the tank is pretty cool. It has a lot of small details. And then it can rotate 360 too. And last, we have a driving cargo transporter or people transporter armed vehicle. It has a minigun up top, or like a machine gun up top. It can store a lot of things, but not in there, but you can imagine it. And then the front looks really cool. And this can also spin 360. And we also have this. The last of all, we have the helicopter. The helicopter is pretty cool. It can spin, but not really fast. But it's basically just a regular helicopter. It doesn't have any weapons up in front, but it just looks cool. It's just cool looking at it. And now we have the planes. We first have those blue, gray, red, black, and black bombers, and a auto yellow jet. I don't know all of the brand, So the blue one, it looks cool on the edges. It's like those edge missiles. It has one missile here, and they all have to place to store wheels. It's not really cool to have like all the places that have it, but you can imagine it as a fuel tank or a bomber tank. And then we have the gray ones. They look pretty cool, but not too cool. But it has the like a single fueled engine. It's the same thing in the black. It looks it just has okay. 3 missiles. Last of all, then we have a red jet. It's like, I think it's good for controlling dives. It's a jet that has like those 4 missiles in total. Now, the one that I think is the coolest of all is this one. It has it's like the S2 3D, the S2 3D jet. It's like, I think it's the coolest because the wings are wider and not like really too jet-like-ish. Has one missile on the edges, and then the missile in the middle has the same thing on the back. We also have, next we have a bomber. I think it's a USA bomber, and it says u.s.s. And then I'm pretty sure it's a bomber. At least I'm pretty sure it is, to be honest with you. And so I think this one is like the second coolest because it like flies over building them bombs. Last of all, for the small 18 jets, we have a yellow missile. A yellow jet. Not really much to describe. It's almost the end of our video, and these are the 3 last jets. They're not really good for posing. They're just good for like standing still in like motion, but not good to play it because in the bottom it's like not full. Same with this one, but this one doesn't have any missile. This bomber doesn't have any missiles either. But I guess it looks the coolest. This is my favorite one because it has the missiles and looks more like a fighting type to me. So now this is the end of our video. I hope you like it and learned more should you buy it or not. And I should really tell you the secret of this. It's really fun to play and really cool. I love it. And I would give it a 4-star review. But let me tell you why I didn't give it a 5. It's a little bit, the condition is a little bit too bad to made out of plastic and it breaks too easy. But I still call it really good. Bye-bye. And hope you subscribe and like and see some of my other videos.